Each year I repeat one of my annual themes because it is so important to know and appreciate what makes us so special. We have a governance model that has been honed since transition from the developer in the year 2000. Our governance model is an elected board of directors with appointed standing committees and ad hoc committees or task forces for individual or specific assignments. The association's board retains RCS as the management agent to operate the day-to-day business of the association. The board governs and is focused on policy, budgets, and planning. This is straight out of the book of the Community Associations Institute. Our board excels on focusing their role on these governing priorities. RCS, as the management agent, in coordination with our 13 advisory committees, conducts the business of the association along these 6 main lines: administrative and financial services, physical asset maintenance, maintenance of data and systems, security and recreational services. With the board's support, we have internalized the theme of staying in our lanes. As I noted, the board's lane is policy, budgets, and long-term planning. The committees are advisors to both the board and the management agent, though a few committees have specific tasks delegated by the board, such as ARC on construction plan approvals, communications producing our print and social media, and covenants for violation determinations. The role of the management agent is the operational task of running the business. The MA role also has an advisory component, which we have termed the aide-de-camp. We advise on a number of issues, some of which the President will be addressing later this morning. This slide indicates a few topics that we routinely provide advice to the board and committees. We will continue to update you with the Talk of the Colony magazine and by email. Ford's Colony is similar to a small town with very complex issues concerning federal law, state statutes, and county ordinances, and plan approval requirements. Even though Sally's aging rate seems much slower than mine, we bring together our 59 years of community association experience to get to the base of issues, provide an operator's practical perspective, and reduce expenses by providing background and proposed outcomes in legal, civil engineering, and financial issues, to name a few. You may know that I travel the country a few times each year, and for the first time, I can substitute travel via the internet to facilitate a meeting, educating managers and board members in the business of community associations. I like to stress that these managers and volunteers are in fact operating a small business. In Ford's Colony, as a business, we own and maintain assets, collect revenue, pay expenses, and maintain insurance, as a few examples in this $6 million community association business. Speaking of our volunteers, volunteerism is the lifeblood of Ford's Colony. It is our lifestyle as well. It is what makes us remarkably special and somewhat unique in the large-scale community business. It is a model that works well for us, but it also requires a vigilance to keep the pipeline full of service-minded people. We seek service, people that wish to give back, people that love our neighborhood and want continuous improvement. We are extraordinarily grateful for our volunteers. We are Ford's Colony because of them, because of many of you today. We are Ford's Colony because of them, because of many of you watching this today. Thank you, volunteers. And we know that you are watching this at your home, but please give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it. I am very grateful for the opportunity to live and work here in Ford's Colony for the past 36 years in various capacities. As many of you know, Sally Walls and I became the sole owners of RCS, your management company, in 2014. Sally is a William & Mary graduate in accounting. She is also our lead on insurance, human resources, group insurance, and personnel. She maintains her professional community association management credential in addition to public accounting. You are very familiar with with Jenny Holland, our Activities and Recreation Manager. I would like to thank Jenny for her role in our print and social media and just getting the job done, facilitating our activities and running the pools. Jenny was fantastic in pivoting to signage, cleaning protocols, and electronic scheduling to get our pools and courts open last summer under the COVID restrictions. Ryan Lee manages roads and project maintenance and has more than 14 years experience. Ryan is certified as a professional community association manager and is responsible for new capital improvements as well as facilities maintenance, working closely with Jenny. Ryan is deeply involved in our drainage pipe repairs this year. Crystal Bowers was promoted from second in command to chief of security in 2019. She continues our great relationship with James City County Police, Fire, and Rescue. Lieutenant Karen Schuler is our mobile patrol supervisor. Lieutenant Schuler recently retired from James City County Police, having attained the rank of investigator. Her experience in community policing is helping us translate that into our service to the community. Sergeant Jennifer Crespo handles the administrative role and is the senior supervisor in the guardhouse. Many of you have been served by our smiling front office staff. They are often our first opportunity to show that we are passionate about relationships and committed to service. Audrey Miller leads the front office and has more than 18 years experience with us. Maintaining standards and routine in customer service is very important to us. We welcomed Peggy Willis as our bookkeeper in December 2019. Many of you know Peggy from her time at the Country Club. With one audit accomplished, Peggy is prepping the work papers for another audit process and helping us to get the 2021 budget year underway. Teresa Motes helps with running the pools and, most importantly, supervising the teenage lifeguards. Teresa also assists Jenny and Richard with activity scheduling and setup and is already working on hiring lifeguards for the summer. It is amazing to share this graphic with you. More than 50% of our full-time staff have more than 5 years experience, commonly known as the benchmark for achieving a level of expertise. This is simply extraordinary in the hourly wage earning, grounds maintenance, and security business. Here's our quick look at our maintenance and security employees. Of course, this photo is from February 2020. Now all of our morning stand-up meetings are outside and physically distanced. Wearing masks is routine for security. I would like to take a moment to congratulate our employees for stepping up to meet the demand of our work in the midst of COVID. Last spring, they adjusted immediately to cleaning, masking, distancing, and being isolated or maintaining distance as best they could while still working. Those on shifts covered for each other when an employee or their family member was ill. We have had a small number of employees test positive and a few suffered through illness. Fortunately, we have had no evidence of transmission in the workplace. When a family member was exposed, our employees reacted quickly and isolated from work. We count our good fortune very carefully and know that we are still very much in this fight. Just like you, we watch every day for news on the vaccine. We all look forward to resuming our routines. We offer a great place to work, and you are a big part of that in the kindness and generosity that you share with us. Our employees are well trained and do good work for us. We are very fortunate. Again, thank you for your support of our men and women. The outlook for 2021. Our upcoming projects include 12 jobs in roads and project maintenance at a budget of about $2.4 million, with about 85% of that for drainage pipe repair and replacement. There are 8 jobs at facilities for about $200,000, including the pool slide, HVAC upgrades, and roof replacements, and 7 projects in landscape design and renovation for about $26,000. As noted, the repair and replacement of scheduled drainage pipes will consume most of the effort in roads and project maintenance. All other drainage projects must be prioritized in relationship to the scheduled work. Bids are out, and we we hope to get underway by March. We also have the right turn lane off Long Hill Road onto Fords County Drive that should start later this month and finish in April. We will continue to assist the board in tracking several parcels and issues in and around the community. I expect we will hear more about the Eagles Condo parcel, currently planned for apartments, Eagle Construction, and the CCRC parcel this year. President Bob Mueller will address these matters in his remarks. The FCHOA enjoys tremendous exposure and influence in the community association industry. It is RCS's pleasure to represent our community and our industry in a number of ways. I just finished a webinar co-presenting with our attorney a law seminar on the issues of hospital environment and civility, two hot-button issues in the industry over the last 10 years. We are very proud of our fair housing policy, our civility pledge, and annual training. You may recall that I was appointed by the governor to the Virginia Common Interest Community Board, a cousin to the real estate board. I chair this board that regulates managers and businesses in this industry in Virginia. I also chair the international credentialing body for managers in our field of work. Education is very important to us, so we continue as instructors for manager education. Audrey Miller completed her term on the board of directors of our Central Virginia chapter. We congratulate board member Rick Beers on his recent election to our chapter board. 3 RCS managers hold the Professional Community Association Manager designation. This is the highest level of achievement in our industry. We often network with other community associations, both locally and nationally, regarding our policies and programs. It brings us great pride to know that the Fords County Community Association is a model for governance, community spirit, communications, new resident programs, financial management, and overall volunteerism. I would like to close by thanking you for your amazing generosity and kindness to our employees. Your contributions to the Employee Holiday Fund, your smiles, waves in the field, your motivating comments, all making Fords County a wonderful and rewarding place to work. It is truly our pleasure to serve. It's now my pleasure to turn to